Adaptations and evolution. What is an adaptation? An adaptation is a characteristic that increases an organism's chances of survival and/or its reproduction in its niche. The evolution of adaptations is a result of natural selection. Mayer describes adaptation by explaining that a trait is adaptive if it enhances the fitness of an organism by contributing to the survival and/or its reproductive success. The word adaptation is used as a noun. It is describing the trait in the present, and it is not used as a verb showing a process. Mayer also suggests using the term in the form of adaptiveness rather than adaptation to prevent misuse. How do we know if a trait is an adaptation or not? When determining if a trait is an adaptation, we must ask ourselves a few questions. First off, is there a meaning or reason behind the trait, or is it just a byproduct of the structure? We also need to consider evolution by the mechanism of genetic drift as a cause for the trait. Third, is the trait just correlated with another feature that has an adaptive advantage already? If so, the trait could be what we call genetic hitchhiking or convergence, because multiple organisms may have similar roles in an open niche. Lastly, we need to ask if the trait could be an effect of phylogenetic history. How has adaptation occurred with African elephants? We first need to understand its niche in the ecosystem and learn about the conditions of the here and now. African elephants live in the savannas, which are dry, arid regions. The African elephant digs holes in riverbeds, creating watering holes, or leaves footprints that will later collect rainwater for smaller animals. They also have multiple symbiotic and predator-prey relationships with other animals. Living in hot, dry areas, the elephants have long trunks that are used for survival. These trunks are used not only for breathing, but also sucking up large amounts of water for drinking or spraying over their entire body as a cooling mechanism. This large appendage also has the ability to move large objects and pick up food. The elephant trunk is also used to throw mud and dirt on their backs for protection from the sun and insects. There are numerous reasons why the elephant's trunk enhances its chances of survival in the savanna. Have you ever wondered why elephants have such large ears? The adaptation is also essential for survival. The ears have a vast surface area of blood vessels. When the elephant's bodies start to feel like they are overheating, they will flap their ears for heat exchange, releasing the hot air from their bodies through the capillary networks. Elephants' tusks also prove adaptiveness by their uses for survival. The long tusks are used for digging, fighting off predators, feeding, and marking.